Just recently, I welcomed a delightful new addition to my ever-growing stationery collection, the Pilot Metropolitan Fine Tip Fountain Pen, a perfect gateway into the whimsical world of fountain pens. It's sleek, classic, and ready to turn every word into a small, elegant performance. For just $35, I took the plunge and found myself clutching this little treasure at the checkout counter. Curious and always in need of an expert validation, I asked the lovely cashier for her thoughts. With a knowing smile, she told me it's one of the best starter pens out there. Simple to use, wonderfully dependable, and far less fussy than some of the other pricier, high-maintenance fountain pens. That was music to my ears. So, stationery lovers, let's dive into the inky magic of the Pilot Metropolitan. Now, full disclosure, I am not a seasoned pen reviewer or an ink whisperer, just someone enchanted by the idea of beautiful handwriting and the joy of magic for writing's sake. The Metropolitan comes in a variety of charming colors and finishes, but I opted for a timeless glossy black. It's elegant, understated, and it has just the right amount of shine. Alongside the pen, I picked up a box of cartridge refills, not including the one already nestled alongside the pen. It also comes with a converter, which opens the door to the magical realm of bottled inks. Here is Diamine's Raise a Glass, a moody, regal purple with hints of shimmer and depth. This is a sheen ink, and this is the first of what I suspect will become a dangerously addictive hobby. My wallet sighed before I even opened the bottle. So let's get this pen ready for action. Here it is in all of its glory. Slim, lightweight, and silky smooth to the touch. It has a fine tip nib that feels delicate yet capable of filling many, many journals. To get started, we'll need to unscrew the barrel to access the cartridge. But be gentle, this pen isn't built for brute force. Although we'll be playing with the converter later, for now, let's ease into things with the included cartridge. Remove the converter and then insert the cartridge, wide mouth facing the nib, which should also be facing downwards, and gently press until you feel a satisfying pop. Hold the pen nib down and give the cartridge a few firm squeezes to coax the ink into place. And just like that, the pen is set. Now for practice, I dug up some nostalgic grade school handwriting drills. And let me tell you, the moment the nib touched the paper, I was genuinely impressed. The ink flowed effortlessly with almost no pressure applied. It guided like a figure skater across fresh ice. But then a humbling twist. It turns out I've completely forgotten how to write half of the alphabet in cursive. How does one make a cursive Q again? My handwriting looked exactly like it did when I was 10. It was both hilarious and strangely comforting. I've taken this pen on quite the adventure, from scribbly cursive and my daily scrawl to unruly scrap paper and luxurious thick 160 GSM pages. Now, I'm no pen sommelier. I'm just someone who has a few flings with writing instruments over the years. And no, the cursed dip pens from high school do not count. Those were monsters in disguise. The Pilot Metropolitan, however, is a bit of a curious creature. It's charming, classy, and occasionally moody. I've been journaling with this on my 160 GSM paper, and I have noticed that the ink sometimes decides to do its own thing. Thick lines where I wanted elegance, and delicate wisps when I craved boldness. It's as if the pen has a secret personality and occasionally likes to remind me who's really in charge. I suspect it giggles when I'm not looking. But let me just say, revisiting cursive has been a delightful little brain gym. I've been a devotee of block letters for ages now, but they've started to feel a little bit robotic. Practicing new lettering styles is like sending your brain on a mini vacation, and I can't recommend it enough. Quick side tip to all of you would-be ink wielders: keep a paper towel or 3 nearby and a little vial for your spent cartridges. It keeps your workspace tidy and your cartridges safe for later reuse. Trust me, inky fingers are not as charming as they sound. Now let's talk ink. I used Diamine's Raise a Glass, a color that is practically a magic potion. A regal, cool tone purple with a glint of gold and a whisper of green. This sheen ink is mesmerizing. Just make sure you give the bottle a good swirl before dipping in, or the sparkle might stay asleep at the bottom. Filling the pen was delightfully simple. Just tug out the cartridge, rinse the nib gently. Don't get aggressive, it's plastic. Pop in the converter and dunk the nib into your bottle of inky wonder. A few squeezes and voila! Your wand is ready for spell work. Once inked up, I tested it again on my trusty 160 GSM paper. It glided beautifully. I ended up doodling and experimenting with different fonts, and I may have accidentally made a massive swatch in my excitement. No regrets. This ink deserved a grand stage. Back on the cursive practice sheets, the pen continued its whimsical ways. Same charming ink flow quirks with no new surprises. One side note, on Tombow brush pen highlighted lines, I did notice a thicker flow, transforming my fine line nib into something closer to a medium lined nib. Overall, I think the Pilot Metropolitan is a wonderful entryway into the world of fountain pens. It's affordable, adaptable, and just mischievous enough to keep things interesting. I'll definitely be keeping it in my daily journal lineup. If you've been toying with the idea of trying a fountain pen, I say go for it. This one's a friendly place to start. If you enjoyed this little inky tale and made it to the end, don't forget to tap the like button and subscribe for more stationery stories, journaling tips, and creative mischief. Click the video here for more ideas, and I will see you in the near future.